Hey, what are you doing?
It's sad, isn't it?
What do you mean, sad?
That we're going. I mean, I like it here.
We're not going anywhere.
Well, you said we're doing a programme about moving. Bye-bye, little studio.
No, not moving. Movies. You know, motion pictures.
Oh, great.
ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision. ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision.
Good morning. Today, ChuckleVision looks at the wonderful world of filmmaking. In the studio today, we'll have a leading expert director who will show us just how to make a blockbusting epic.
Great. I love the movies.
Hey?
Who's the expert director? John Frankenheimer?
No.
George Lucas?
No.
Steven Spielberg?
No. Better than all three put together.
Great. Who have we got?
Me.
You?
Yes.
I didn't know you knew how to make films.
Well, there you are, you see. Modesty's only one of my many talents.
Great. Are we going to do a film today, then?
Oh, only this morning.
Oh.
Now, this afternoon, I've got to write a book.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it going to be good, this film?
Is it gonna be good?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it'll probably win an award.
Will it?
Yeah, I'm going to enter it in a foreign film festival.
Hey, but it's not a foreign film.
Oh, you're right. Hey, if we enter it in a competition abroad, then it will be a foreign film, won't it?
You're right.
Yes.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Where are we going to send it?
France.
France?
Yeah, they're always holding festivals in Cannes.
Well, aren't there any cinemas in France, then?
What are you talking about?
Well, you said they're always holding festival in Cannes. Must be a bit cramped.
No, you haven't got it at all, have you, see?
No.
Cannes is a town in France.
Oh, silly me.
Silly you. Yeah, right, now, do you know the very first thing you need to make a film?
A script.
No.
Actors.
Uh-uh.
A banana.
No. The first thing you need is a director's chair. Look, I'll show you. Come on. Here we are. You see, Barry, in the world of movie making, the more important you are, the bigger the chair you get.
Yeah. Where's my chair, then?
Oh, you don't get a chair.
Hey?
No, you're not important.
Oh.
Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll promote you.
Will you?
Yes, you can be assistant to the first assistant's assistant.
Is that good?
Good?
Yeah.
It gets you a chair.
Oh, great.
There you are.
I've
There's
got
your
it.
chair.
Is that my chair? But I thought you said I was assistant to the first assistant.
And so you are.
But you said it was good.
Yeah, but not that good. Look, you got to do some work now you're in the film business. You go and get me a megaphone.
Oh, all right, then.
Yeah, go on. Now, once you have your director's chair...
Here we are.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, what's that for?
Never you mind.
Oh.
Barry!
Wow! Why did you do that?
Well, you've got to get used to being shouted at now. You're not very important, you know. That's why you've only got a little chair.
So does that mean if I had a bigger chair, the more important I'd be?
Well, yeah, I suppose it does, theoretically.
Oh.
But it's pointless thinking about it because you haven't got a big chair.
Oh.
Now, as I was saying, once you have your director's chair, you're ready... What's that?
I'm not talking to you. I've got a bigger chair than you, so I'm more important than you.
Please yourself. Well, one thing about a director's chair is that it's very light and very, very easy to move around from studio to studio.
Hey? Oh. Oh. Paul! Can I have my old job back? Oh.
Where is he? Oh, there you are. Where have you been?
I've been to see the chairman.
Oh, right. Now, the next thing you need to make a film is a script.
A script. Oh, you've got a script, then?
Yeah, that's called A Tale of Two Cities.
How do you do? It's about football.
Football?
Birmingham City and Manchester City. Two cities.
No, it's all about the French Revolution.
Is it?
Yeah, very famous.
Did you write it?
Well, only bits of it.
Oh.
The main bulk of it was written by a famous writer, Charles somebody.
Charles somebody? Never heard of him.
No, not Charles somebody, Charles something or other.
Charles something or other. I've not heard of him either.
No, it's not. Listen, it'll come to me eventually.
It'll come to you eventually.
Charles.
Charles.
What the dickens is his name? I've got it, that's it.
What?
Charles Watt. Yes, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Watt. Now, as an example of great literature and drama, here's a wonderful example. Armchair theatre.
Theatre.
One warmish afternoon after school, the usual Elm Street lot had gathered with some of their friends from the next street. They'd been idly tossing an old tennis ball back and forth and talking. There's nothing special about Elm Street. said the next street boy. Oh, Mr. Crackenthorpe, said Johnny Bates. You can keep him, said the next street boy. Miss Munson's garden, said Kitty Bates. Never gets a mention in the festival, said one of them. The festival is the Woodside Festival of Arts, Crafts, Athletics, Pets, Gardens and Inventions, and that comes at the end of July. Sim said that Miss Munson will let anybody through the house to see it, but it's a prize one, all right. Oh, really? Said the next street lot. What do you mean, oh, really? Sim asked him. Just, oh, really? Said the next street lot. And then one of them gave a nasty little laugh, and then Johnny Bates threw his tennis ball at them. Johnny didn't expect to hit the next street boy, and in that he was correct. The next street boy dodged to one side, and the ball went past him and continued on like an express train until it reached Miss Munson's front room window. Then, without a second's hesitation, it went through the glass and disappeared from view inside. After the usual sound of glass breaking, there was silence. Then the whole of the next street lot vanished. Then the front door opened for about 3 rattling inches. Through this gap came trickling the tennis ball. Miss Munson, said Johnny desperately, but the door had closed. That evening over his tea, Mr. Bates heard about the breakage. And this wasn't the first window that Johnny had broke, so Mr. Bates had quite a lot to say, ending with the words, and I suppose I'll have to take my glass and my putty round and fix the old dear's window. But she won't let you in, Dad, said Johnny. I mean, me and the Elm Street lot knocked and knocked and knocked, and she wouldn't open the door. Well, tonight after me tea, said Mr. Bates, I'm going to write Miss Munson a letter. And you, Johnny, my lad, are going to go round and slip the letter under the door. Now, it's not known for certain what Mr. Bates wrote in his letter to Miss Munson, but what is known is that the next day, when Mr. Bates knocked at the door, not loudly, but with a kind of certainty, the door opened instantly, and Miss Munson stood meekly to one side as Mr. Bates entered. Johnny and Kitty went with their father to the house. Kitty to help her father by handing him the glass or the putty whenever he needed it, and Johnny to apologise. This was the first time any of the Elm Street lot had been in this particular house, because no one got inside Miss Munson's house except Miss Munson and the man who read the gas meter, as long as you had proper identification, of course. Now, Miss Munson lived in Elm Street for years and years, but she had no particular close friends, not even nodding acquaintances. All she cared about, everybody said, was her gardening. The room that Johnny and Kitty Bates now surveyed was full of gardening things. There was a pile of plant pots in one corner. There was a small lawnmower. There was a large spade and a small spade. There was a big fork and a little fork. There was a hand fork, a trowel. There was a pitchfork. There was a rake, a hoe. There was some secateurs. There was a dibber. And there was something that looked like the handle of a spade or a fork, but with a steel-shod pointed end for making holes in the earth. On the table were some screws of paper, which contained seeds from Miss Munson's own flowers. Some large sacks and bags, mysteriously full and half full, lay about. The whole room smelt of compost. Mr. Bates looked at the bags and sniffed. Compost, Miss Munson? Compost? Buying compost is pretty expensive. You're a gardener, you should make your own. It's quite easy. Potato peelings, orange peelings, banana skin, anything at all that'll rot down. He looked at Miss Munson consideringly. She was very skinny. He couldn't imagine there being much compost with what Miss Munson ate. Ah, well, he said, let's get on with the job. Kitty, put that glass in some paper and put it in Miss Munson's bin. All the gardens and backyards in Elm Street are more or less the same size, so there isn't all that much room for lawns and arbours and shrubberies and vistas and plashing fountains and so on. But Miss Munson had got all of that, well, more or less, apart from the plashing fountains. There was a little lawn and a walk with a lavender hedge on either side. There was also a little bay tree trimmed to the shape of a toffee apple, and one privet bush trimmed to look like a bird out of Noah's Ark, and one trimmed to look like Noah himself. Johnny Bates looked at the garden and said, "Wow, that'll show 'em. That would win a prize in the festival. You must enter it this year, Miss Munson. You must." Oh, no, said Miss Munson. "We'll enter you," said Kitty. "You needn't do anything at all except go on gardening, and then in July, let the judges through the house to see the garden." "Oh, no," said Miss Munson. "Oh, no." No. No. By now, Kitty Bates had put the broken glass into the dustbin, and all that it already contained was a margarine wrapper, a tea packet, and some smaller refuse. The compost heap beyond the dustbin had only garden refuse on it, and that was nothing much. It's just a question of you getting used to the idea of judges coming into the house and into the garden, said Johnny Bates. Really, it's just a question of getting used to people. His eyes then rested on Miss Munson's compost heap. And he said, "Ah!" so suddenly that Miss Munson jumped. And even Kitty was surprised. After that, Johnny led the way briskly back to Mr. Bates, who just finished putting the new pane of glass in. And then the three Bates went home. The next day, Johnny Bates called round to Miss Munson's with a half-filled bucket of potato skin, banana skin and orange peel. "For your compost heap, Miss Munson," he said, holding the bucket up for her to see. She looked down at it. Her nose sniffed suspiciously. She hesitated, and then she stood aside and let Johnny enter. And he walked briskly through the house to the compost heap in the garden. The next day, Sim Tolland called with something for the compost heap. And Miss Munson let him through with it. And on the third day, the Elm Street lot gave Miss Munson a rest. On the fourth day, Vera Clegg brought her a basket of apples that had gone rotten. And Miss Munson couldn't resist letting her go through the garden to the compost heap. And so on and so on. Nobody brought a great deal at once, but everybody insisted on taking what they brought right through to the garden. So it went on, and so it's still going on. For the Festival of Arts and Crafts, Athletics, Pets, Gardens and Inventions doesn't take place until July. Meanwhile, the Elm Street lot have entered Miss Munson for the back garden prize, and she is having plenty of practice in people.
ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision, ChuckleVision.
Welcome back. And now to the nitty-gritty... Psst. Oh. Welcome back. And now to the nitty-gritty of filmmaking. Now, over here, we have an ordinary camera.
A camera?
Hey, Barry.
What?
Go and get a dolly for this camera.
A dolly?
Yeah.
OK.
As I was saying, over here, we have a camera.
I couldn't find a dolly. Will that do?
Yeah, that'll do. Not that kind of dolly. A dolly's film talk. It's wheels that go underneath the camera so it's easy to move about.
Oh, is it?
Look, let's go and make the film.
Right.
Here, you get the other film.
Yeah.
Don't forget the camera.
The camera.
And the clapperboard. And bring my chair.
Hey? Oh, no. The clapperboard. Yes, right.
Put the camera here.
Where?
Put the camera there.
Here, right. OK.
No. There. That's it. Right. The next thing we need is the clapperboard.
Clapperboard?
Yes.
Where's that?
It's under your arm, you fool.
Oh, is this a clapperboard?
Yes.
Silly me.
Silly you.
I wonder what this was for.
Yeah, now it's dead easy. All you do, stand over there, wait for my signal, and then go like that with it.
All right.
But be very quiet, because I'm taking sound on this.
All right,
So don't forget. Shh. Right. Shh. All right. Simon, take one.
Oh! Oh!
I told you to be quiet, didn't I? We're taking sound on this. I want quiet.
Trapped me thumb, didn't I?
Look, just stand there. I'll do it.
Oh, right, OK.
Scene one, take one.
No!
Right. Now it's time for your big part.
A big part.
You got the script?
Yes, I've got my script here, yes.
Right. Let's have a listen to it then.
You want to listen to it
Yes,
now?
have a listen.
Right now. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago...
Have you really got all that script?
Yeah, look, all that, look.
Oh, it's a bit too long.
Is
We'll have
it?
to shorten that down a bit.
Oh.
Let's have a look. Yeah, that's no good. We'll get rid of them. Get rid of that. That should do. All right, yes. Still too long, though. Yes, that'll do, yeah. Right.
that it?
Yeah, do you need to rehearse that?
No, I think I can remember this.
Right, have a go.
One.
No, it's still too long. Look, forget about the words. We'll just do the action, right?
Just the actions.
Back a bit more. Just a touch more. Now, over to the right. Bit more to the right. To the right. Bit more to the right.
Whoa!
Great! I've always always wanted to do underwater shots.
Can I go home now?
Well, there it is, a masterpiece shot.
Hey, can I have a look at it?
No, you can't look at it, not until it's been developed.
Oh.
Yeah, you mustn't get light into it until it's been to the laboratory.
To the lavatory?
No, the laboratory.
Oh.
And now, over to our laboratory technician, Simon Lovell.
Laboratory technician? Wait a minute, that is something I know about. Developing black and white film into colour for television. An old Chinaman, I'll never forget him, said to me, great piece of advice that, never forget it. The other thing he gave me was actually a little box. Now, as you can see, the box is empty. But if you need the Chinaman, all you do is call on him, the Great Spirit. Hey, old Chinaman, give us some help. And as you can see, he'll answer you with 2 taps. And inside the empty box, we'll now find the famed magic brush. This brush is used a lot in the technique. I'll show you how it works. First of all, obviously, you need your black and white picture. The black and white picture we place into the developing frame thus. Next, we paint on the colours we require from the old Chinaman's box. First, I think we'll have a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow, and a smidgenette of green just around here. If you're wondering where all those colours were coming from, by the way, inside the box we'll now also find the old Chinaman himself who taught me the trick. Completely irrelevant, but there you go. If we now come over to our picture, for those of you watching in black and white, incidentally, it still is in black and white because the process works on exposure to air. And you'll find, as we remove the picture from the frame, the colours all fall into place. And that's how you develop colour film. Back to the studio.
Hey, well, got the film back?
Yes.
Now to start editing my masterpiece.
Great. Can I help?
No, it's too technical for you, this.
Is it? It looks it. Yeah.
Oh,
What?
I've run out of editing tape.
Have you?
I'll have to go and get some more.
All right.
Hey, don't touch this while I'm away, will you?
No.
Repeat, not touch it. K-N-O-T, not touch anything.
Right.
I'll be a minute. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That'll do.
What are you doing here?
Hey, what's going on? You didn't touch this, did you?
No, I didn't touch it because you told me not to touch it.
I did, didn't I?
Yes.
Hey, it's going to be great, this, you know. It'll win an award yet.
Will it?
Hey, I entered one in the Montrose Film Festival last year.
Did you?
Yeah, got a good praise. I got 4th.
How many were in it?
4, but it was very good.
Oh.
Now, listen, it's very technical. You haven't seen a piece of film, have you?
Piece of film?
About that long.
Just a minute.
Yes. Because you've got to get it all in, you see.
Is that it?
No, that's not my piece. It looks like that, but it's about that much shorter.
That much shorter?
Yeah. Now, you see, you put that on there. That's it.
There you are.
That's the piece, the very piece I was looking for.
Good.
Have you got a sound piece that looks the same?
Sound?
Yeah, sound piece, about the same size. That's it, because it's technically right and you...
Is that it?
No, that's not my piece.
How do you know?
My piece didn't have a knot in it like that.
Oh, I see.
No. You see, you get that sound piece with a film tape like this, and then it all goes in...
There we are.
Yeah, that's the piece, the very piece.
Great.
Yes. Right. Do you know what?
What?
It's finished.
Good.
And now, ChuckleVision is proud to present its about to be award-winning movie classic, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Watt.
It didn't turn out quite like I expected it to.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Oh.
Hey, you didn't touch it, did you?
No, I didn't touch it.
You did remember to take the lens cap off?
I didn't know I was wearing one.
Well, that's it then. No wonder. You go and answer that phone. I'm far too upset to talk.
He's filling up. I'll go and answer it. Hello? Oh, nice. 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 Bye.
Who was it?
Cecil Mills in Nice.
Oh, not nice. Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
What did he want?
He saw the film, he liked it. Wonderful example of black comedy, he said.
Hey?
You've won an award.
Not the Golden Rose?
That's right.
Oh!
Not the Golden Rose. Oh. The one dandelion. They're sending it by express post.
Oh, express post?
Yeah. Here it is.
What?
Look at that.
Well, that's better than nothing, I suppose, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, that's all we've got time for this week, so we'll see you again soon. As long as he remembers to take the lens cap off.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey,
What?
we could use this for the gardening programme.